Alright, so beside me is the newest mid-range phone from the brand Honor, and ito yung bago nilang number series here in the Philippines, which is the Honor 400 5G. Yung pinaka-core model ng series yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon, but from what I know, there is also a Pro version and a Lite version that is yet to come out here in the Philippines, so mauuna ito. Anyway, pag-usapan na natin because I indeed have a lot to say. Hey guys, it's your Tech Girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So it's been a while since yung last Honor smartphone natin here on this channel. And if I remember it correctly, it was the Pro version of the Honor 200 that we talked about last year and not the regular one. So I'm really glad na ma-review at mapag-uusapan natin yung non-Pro. Pero before we get to its design, gusto ko munang pasalamatan yung sponsor ng video natin, Home Credit. Saktong-sakto because nung May nagsimula po kasi yung kanilang home credit sulit eskwela deals. From where you can enjoy 0% interest and 0 down payment on selected devices until July 31 of 2025. And to check the gadget that you desire to get, all you need to do is of course download the Home Credit app. Gamitin nyo lang yung link that I have on my description box. And to check the latest Home Credit Sulit Eskwela deals, from where meron tayong 1,119 pesos per month for top achiever laptops, or even as low as 679 pesos per month for your on-the-go eskwela tablets, or kaya naman as low as 719 pesos per month for your selfie-ready eskwela phone. So yes, don't forget to download the Home Credit app. Mali nyo, nandun yung bagong-bagong Honor 400 5G and get your dream gadget with Home Credit and enjoy 7 days free G-Fiber prepaid internet if nag-purchase kayo ng gadget during the Home Credit Sulit Eskwela promo again until July 31 of 2025. Alright, so let's start with design. Kung mapapansin nyo, from the previous Honor number series, nagbago yung design language nila. Mas modern, mas flat yung design with flat sides and even front. And alam kong sasabihin nyo, grabe no, yung mga mid-range phones ngayon, sobrang magkakamukha na because again, parang ang dating lahat tayo gusto ng flat design. Actually, this is true to some extent. But yung camera housing niya, I find it very unique. The camera bump, meron siyang shape na parang trapezoid with rounded corners. And of course, it houses two big cameras, which is an ultra-wide and of course, the main camera. Mukhang they really did reserve a dedicated telephoto lens doon sa Pro version. They used a glass panel here, pero po yung pinaka-frame niya is actually plastic. At the same time, it is a lightweight device weighing at 184 grams only. I think what I really loved about this device is it's simple, at the same time, the form factor. Mas sarap siyang hawakan despite it having, you know, flat edge or yung flat frame niya. Kasi may mga phone na pag flat yung frame niya, medyo matalas at hindi komportable gamitin. I would like to point out, if you remember last year, with the Honor 200, it lacks an IP rating. Which I know some of you might find this off-putting. Actually, ako din naman. One of the reasons why I did not review that device as well. But good thing they resolved it this time. Meron na tayong IP65 rating and ibig sabihin nito guys, immune siya from dust and even water splashes. Sa mga ganun lang siya pwede pero wag niyo pong isa-submerge yung phone. Now, if you are concerned about your eye health, ito magandang balita to. This smartphone is probably among the best options on the market. Tinuloy nila at nilagay nila yung eye protection technology nila dito sa bagong Honor 400, which are, 1, the AI Defocus Eye Care. Meron din tayong 3,840 Hz PWM dimming as the standard. Isang bagay na hinahanap ko sa competition ng phone na to, which is yung Samsung Galaxy A56. Meron din siyang hardware hardware level blue light protection, and of course, ultra dark mode that lowers the brightness to just 1.5 nits at night. Kung medyo sensitive kayo at issue nyo yung PWM ng isang phone, I think you might wanna consider this Honor 400 5G. At the same time, hindi rin ganun kalakihan nitong device na to, only having a 6.55-inch of OLED panel and a 120Hz refresh rate. I love the vibrancy and even the contrast level out of the box without even fixing yung kanyang settings. And it gets even brighter than the Samsung Galaxy A56. Wala akong naging issue. I brought this phone with me while I was in Cebu. So for me, it gets even brighter than the Samsung Galaxy A56. Alright, let's talk about software. Kung mapapansin nyo sa mga posts ng Honor, parang it's all about having good software, great AI, let's see, and tingnan natin kung ide-debunk ba natin itong mga, alam nyo na, bagong features niya, at kung talagang worth it siya for everyday scenario. Ito lang naman ang nagpa-unique sa kanya. It has a brand new image-to-video utility that relies on Google's Veo 2 engine. Yun po yung, I guess, what makes this phone really special. Paano siya nag-work? All you need to do is to select a photo that you want to be turned into a video. Actually, for a few seconds, you will get a really nice result. And ito pa, you don't really have to have an image na captured by the Honor 400. Kahit yung mga old images nyo na kasama nyo yung mahal nyo sa buhay na wala na ngayon, you can turn it into a video. Hindi lang yan even oil paintings, cars, kahit anong bagay, pwede natin yang pagalawin. Although, I have to say, hindi ko naman to first time ma-encounter na gawa ko na to before sa isang filter on TikTok. But just imagine, you no longer need an app to just do it. Built-in na siya dito sa phone mismo. I think if I were to be honest, it's not something I would use every day. Indeed, hindi naman natin to laging gagawin. Pero, ang ganda kasi just imagine, si Honor pa lang yung meron nito. Bukod dito, syempre, full-fledged din sila sa mga AI features, katulad ng, of course, real-time translations, audio transcribing, writing assistance. There's even an Honor Connect for us to be able to connect to an iOS device seamlessly. Actually, jam-packed yung AI features this phone has. Kung i-compare na lang natin sa competition ngayon, like the one from Nothing, even from Samsung, halos lahat ng AI features na present sa flagship phones ng Honor, nilagay nila dito, tapos dinagdagan pa. Hindi lang din yon, up to 6 years of Android updates yung pwede nating makuha with the Honor 400. And that is in line with the recent Samsung Galaxy A series is giving. Feeling ko kung i-compare natin siya sa mga Chinese rivals niya right now, Honor is definitely winning when it comes to operating system updates. Yun lang din syempre kung tatagal din yung hardware niya ng up to 6 years. Depende na lang to sa gumagamit din. Now, let's talk about cameras. Simple lang to, mabilis lang, dalawa lang yung meron siya, wala tayong masyadong drama. Nilapat ko yung specs na meron yung Honor 200 to the Honor 400 at mukhang sa camera, tinanggal nila yung dedicated telephoto lens at ang ginawa nila, tinaasan nila yung megapixel count ng main camera. It's now a 200 megapixels with a 1/1.4-inch sensor. And to give you a brief background with this sensor, ito po yung same sensor na ginamit sa Xiaomi 15 Ultra and even the Vivo X200 Pro na telephoto lens. And take note, they are the two best camera phones to get in the market right now. So, syempre, iba yung background compression niya as compared to an 85mm shot. But, I did notice, maganda yung naging clarity and detail ng mga photos ngayon. At the same time, we got a dedicated OIS sa main camera niya. Yung ultra-wide lens is okay, 12 megapixels lang siya. Actually, medyo typical or usual yung output niya. Mukhang nireserve nila yung telephoto lens talaga sa Pro model niya. So, abangan natin how they will perform kapag meron na tayo ng unit na yon. At the same time, I personally tend to use a 2x and 3x on some of the photos, especially if nagpipicture ako ng coffee or even ng pagkain. So, medyo nalungkot ako ako na wala na siyang telephoto lens. Now, in terms of the camera interface, hindi po siya nagbago. You get easy access pa rin sa mga shooting modes and filters. And actually, if you were to go to the portrait mode, nandito yung Harcourt filters. The vibrant, the color, and even the classic black and white. At the same time, it has film simulations that you can only use when you are shooting a portrait mode. Actually, medyo nanghinayang ako dito sa film simulations na to kasi sana nilagay din nila to sa hindi portrait mode para nagagamit din natin siya. Although may mga photo profiles naman sa auto mode niya which are natural, vibrant, authentic, pero iba pa rin kasi yung sinasabi kong, alam niyo na, film simulation, iba yung kulay niya. Siguro masasabi ko lang what annoyed me with this phone, not even the ultra-wide lens, siguro yung video capability niya. Limited lang siya at 4K 30 FPS, unlike the competitors, it's capable of 4K even up to 60 FPS. Alright, so medyo patapos na yung video natin. You are probably curious. Actually, they still went with the same Snapdragon 7 na Gen 3, which is found on the Honor 200. Medyo nalungkot ako ng konti. Syempre, it could have been an Snapdragon 7S Gen 3. Lalong-lalo na for its price point, medyo yun yung ine-expect ko. Medyo may konting lag when it comes to real-world scenario, lalong-lalo na if heavy multitasking. Para sa mga visually intensive games, kailangan yung i-turn down yung settings to get playable frame rates. Obviously, hindi naman din pinoposisyon ng brand itong phone na to as a gaming device. Actually nga, kung i-compare din natin siya ulit sa E56, it can hold its own. 8GB RAM din yung alam kong standard na meron yung Honor 400, pero yung the specific review unit I have has a 12GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. Surprisingly, the battery is actually 6,000 mAh and that is huge for how or what it looks. Tignan nyo, medyo manipis lang yung device and they didn't even make it look chunky. At the same time, they paired it with an 80 watts power brick. Teka, pakita ko sa inyo. Kaya pala medyo mabigat yung box niya. Ito siya, 100 watts yung power brick provided, but from again, what I know, 80 watts lang yung limit ng device. By the way, yung case na kasama sa kanya, simpleng clear jelly case lang. Siguro para rin kita yung kulay, which is yung akin, desert gold. Ito siya, ganito yung tsura niya. And during our testing, in around 48 minutes na fully charge namin, in fairness, yung phone agad. Sayang lang no, kasi walang wireless charging itong Honor 400. Now, nasa dulo na tayo ng video. Napansin ko, in fairness, kasi member ako ng mga groups ng mga smartphone. Hindi lang ng Honor actually, halos lahat ng brands, member ako. Gusto kong makita yung unang-una, public opinion nyo, pangalawa, user experience. Nakita ko doon yung itsura ng pre-order nila. Actually, Freebies is at around almost 10,000 pesos. Merong Honor Earbuds clip, merong JISULIFE, meron ding JBL. In fairness, solid and premium yung Freebies nila considering na hindi naman flagship phone yung binibenta nila. And then, of course, for the official price of the new AI phone of Honor, it's 22,999 pesos. And aside from these pre-order freebies, meron din silang pre-order raffle giveaway. More details about this will be in the description box. Para sa akin, it's a decent phone. You really get what you paid for. Una-una, I think it is a good update from its predecessor. Pangalawa, it is indeed better than other brands sa category niya. Pangatlo, as long as okay pa yung hardware niya, makakakuha siya ng updates, guys, for up to 6 years. Pang-apat, display and even the camera is impressive. Hindi ko na sinama yung AI kasi alam ko yung iba sa inyo, hindi pa masyadong AI ang hanap sa isang phone. Anyway, that's basically it. Alam ko medyo mahaba, pasensya na, pero may chapters naman tayo. You can always skip the part you don't wanna watch. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary and see you in our next video. Bye!